Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Brickenstein here, aka Ken Turner. So in this video I wanted to show you a few things that I got from the Lego store. I didn't get this set though, this was a separate thing I'll talk about after. But I did get some minifigures from the Lego store when I was there recently. So I'm going to show you everything I got there. And now this is a promotional item back in 2019. This is the red 2x4 buildable brick. I've always wanted to get this one. I think it's really iconic, and I always thought it would look really good with the brick costume guy right here. I'm not sure if that's the actual name, but here he is. I was going to make a little stand for him as well, so he'll go along with this set. So I'll build that at the end, but first I'll go through the minifigures that I was able to get at the Lego store. Dump all these out. Alright, so this is actually a little separate thing. Alright, so I'll just stand these guys up. So they did have those BAM figures, as you can see. And then I did go on my birthday, and I was able to get a free minifigure. So if you didn't know, if you go there on your birthday, they have a box of minifigures that you can pick out a minifigure from. So maybe I'll show that first. So let me get some light down here. So the employee there, after I said it was my birthday, they went to a drawer. In that drawer there was a box, and then they hid 2 minifigures under each hand, and then I had to pick left or right, and I think I picked right, and I got this one. So this is you can see the cupcake with a candle torso. There's also a printed tile right here. It looks like a present. You can see some brown hair right there. On the back there you can see some more streamer printing. He does have some short legs. It's a really cool little free minifigure I got on my birthday at the Lego store. So next we'll move on to this buildable minifigure that I made. You can see the unicorn head with the hair flying in the wind, and then it has that shield piece for the Lion's Knight. And then I picked out these torso and leg printing, which I thought went really well together. And then there's the back side. This looks really nice, dual molded legs. So I thought that was a really nice little minifigure. Maybe I'll make a little castle for this minifigure. The buildable minifigure stand that they have there wasn't the best organized. There's just piles and piles of just parts, all unsorted. Usually when I go to Lego stores that I've gone to in Asia, they're all like bins for heads and torsos and pants, or legs rather. And so you can really just be a little more organized when you're picking out your minifigure parts to build one. But anyways, was this light blue space figure torso and legs that they had this month. I think it's this month, right? So they had this one for Dreams. So you can see the Dr. Oz head there. I got one of these balloon animals as a prop. And so I was able to get 3 of them. You can see right here, one has the blob little prop there, and a little ray gun for this one. So one of these is definitely going to go in my classic spaceman collection, and then eventually when they release the helmet and the air tanks, I'll be able to add that. So you can see I already have one of the heads ready to go. So all I need to do is just add that to the collection. And then the last minifigure was made by a special friend that came along with me to the Lego store, and she made this sort of signature minifigure for me. So you can see the skull and crossbones torso printing, the white arms, this really nice dual molded legs with the black and dark gray. And then she also added this prop, which is a sort of callback to Dr. Brickenstein. And then you can see his face. He's a little sweaty, just like I am sometimes. And then there's the hair that's all swept back. That's kind of cool. I really like that. You can see it without the hair on. And there's my signature minifigure that I got as a gift. It's pretty special. So those are all the minifigures that I got on my last trip to the Lego store. So we'll put those back in the box for now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this, and then I'll show you the final build right after I'm done. And so I finished the build for the red buildable 2x4 red brick. So you can see right here on its stand, it's a pretty nice build, pretty simple. I think I could make some of these myself if I had all the parts. So that's pretty cool to have. And so it just rests on this little black stand with these slope pieces on either end, and then a big long tile piece on the top here. And I think that's pretty nice for this red brick. And then I have the red costume brick guy, not the official name, but I made him a little stand as well in black with these slope pieces. And so he'll just sit right next to the 2x4 brick. So that's everything from this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And one more note is that, and the reason I added this 2x4 brick set to this video is because you can always find these at the Lego store in the sort of giant scale that they do them in. Sometimes they're brick built, sometimes they're just a big plastic mold of the 2x4. So that's pretty cool. And again, these are the minifigures that I got at the Lego store. So I'll definitely be using those somewhere, somehow, or just putting them in my collection. But be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell to get notified with all latest videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.